So, good news, boys and girls. They always say no news is good news, but we had some new news. Terrence Bud Crawford did a little quick video. He's in Dallas supporting um, Maurice Hooker. He's fighting against a joke. And Terrence Bud Crawford was asked about the Errol Spence fight. And Terrence Bud Crawford was reconfirming that they're still trying to make that fight happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be a matter of time and negotiations, crossing T's, dotting I's, etc., etc. And I seen another little video with Derek James talking about, you know, um, Errol Spence training is starting to go into the other gears, where he's going to be the best version of Errol Spence to bring to the table against Terrence Bud Crawford, who's pound for pound world-class champion. And that's good news, because we were starting to hear a lot of information through the rumor mill that, to me, was taking the luster off of it and starting to sound like the possibility of the fight was starting to diminish and turn back into a whisper, and back into, just a bunch of people wanting to debate hypothetical scenarios. But it looks like there is still light at the end of the tunnel. One thing Derek James always say is he don't watch a lot of boxing, but once it's time to get ready for the fight, then he studies. So he's going to study Terrence Bud Crawford. And one thing that I would, hopefully, I know Derek James has an eye and an IQ and a genius, the way he is going to be able to understand and make a game plan for Terrence Bud Crawford. But one thing I just noticed about Terrence Bud Crawford is his versatility. And because he has every single tool in the tool bag, and what his main style is that I noticed that he does is he touches you with every single thing he has. He just touches you. It's like whenever you play a game of like reflexes to see who can slap hands the fastest. Some people just all they do is fast, and when you figure out their pattern, they can't touch you. But some people know how to mix up the speed. Some people know how to change the way you feel. Some people know how to come from one hand and another hand and both hands, and slow down and then go fast, and just switch it up so that you don't know. It's like if you playing paper, scissors, rock, somebody a genius at paper, scissors, rock gonna always win, because they just psychologically can beat you. So they know what you're gonna throw before you throw it, because they set all these little traps. When they throw their scissors, it's for a reason. When they throw their rock, it's for a reason. When they throw their paper, it's for a reason, and they a step ahead of you. So that's what I noticed about Terrence Bud Crawford. The reason why he's so dangerous when he knocks people out is because what he does is he'll touch you with every single tool that he has. He waiting to drop that hammer, but he touching you with everything. He getting you so comfortable with being uncomfortable, and when you don't know what's next, and he got all these traps set, and then as soon as he see that you didn't fail for this trap, then he comes out with the big guns, then he comes out with the hammer, and then he touches you with something that you don't see coming, and it has a different speed and a different power on it and a different angle, and then it's where you're dazed and confused, and then he comes in and finish you off with a barrage of punches. That's normally what I see him doing, is just touching you, never really touching you super hard. And then once he set all these little traps and put all these mines, he put mines all over the damn boxing. He put a mine over here, a mine over here, a mine over here, a mine over here. And eventually you're going to step on the mine and blow up in your face. And then he's going to come, wop, 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 wop. That's what he do. That's what he does. He changes up all the momentums, and then he sets you up for a trap and goes in for the kill. And that's what Errol Spence has to be mindful of. Don't get comfortable taking his shots and then thinking, oh, I can take his best shot, because he always is going to be trying to have a way of setting you up for that best shot, to where if you lax up, or if you get comfortable with his power or his shots, he gonna switch it up, and he gonna hit you with something that you're not prepared for, if you're not prepared for every single thing. Errol Spence style is a little different. Errol Spence is kind of the opposite. He'll just throw he can strike you out all day long because he can just sit there and throw fastballs, and you can't get no hit off of him because his fastballs is just that perfect. All his shots coming in with, you know what I'm saying, speed and dangerous, and they can just keep going and keep going and keep going. Thing about it is, people think he's one-dimensional, like all he has is the fastball, but he doesn't. He can switch it up. He got a curveball, he got a screwball, he got a ball that can come straight and then dip, he got a ball that can go up, and then he got more tools in the tool bags too. So the thing about it is, Derrick James is going to come with a great strategy, and Errol Spence has to be prepared and be expecting the unexpected for Terrence Bud Crawford, and really come in this fight with the mentality of, well, I'm not going to even give away what I think his mentality should be. It is what it is. I'm going to make this video short. But like I said, it looks like the fight is still being negotiated, and Terrence Bud Crawford still looks like, you know, he's confident in the fight happening. Derrick James seems confident. Errol Spence seems confident, and I think the fight's going to go down. So the discussions and the debates and the going into the money and going into all this other stuff that everybody talking about can finally close the book. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, because I got a feeling. Sometimes I got a feeling. I ain't gonna tell you about that either. I stretch it out. I talk and I stretch this shit on out, and I ain't gonna do that right now. I'm gonna let it stay nice and tight. Salute.